Welcome to Mom's Writers Club, brought to you by Nap Time. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we are going to talk about 10 things you can do to maximize your success as a mom writer.
Okay, kick it off.
Wake up early or stay up late. Find a good time to write when your kids are asleep.
And protect your time. So I don't know, what do we even mean by that?
So protect your time. Like my husband constantly.
Sorry.
You should just leave all this in and not even cut it. This is how we actually are, you guys. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how we get these shorter videos because we record for an hour when we have a 25-minute video. Okay. Protect your time means like protect it. Like my husband wants to clean the house or like go do a project. And I'm like, cool, but not during my writing time. And there's no negotiation.
Yeah.
And the first 2 or 3 times you say that, that person's probably going to be like, but wait, and I need this. And you just say no. And then it's not a conversation the next time because they know that is your writing time.
Right. Learn how to say no.
Yeah. Help others learn to respect your time, which is basically the same thing.
Similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it may involve the kinder, gentler approach rather than like, fuck no, I'm writing. That's protect your time. And then
just know when to use which one.
Here's how you can be my partner in being successful as a writer, and here's how you can support my dream, and blah blah blah. Help them learn to respect your time. Accept that you have limited or short periods of time in which to write. So we are not waiting around until that perfect time when we have an entire week off, which is never, right? If you wait around to have like wonderful long bouts of uninterrupted time, you are never going to write.
Yeah.
You just got to work with those like hour, 2 hour, 3 hour chunks here and there. However, there is a converse, and that is get out your calendar and plan ahead for some time where you really are uninterrupted for a while. Because I don't know, with my process, there are some things that I just can't do in 2 hour chunks of time. It just drags out and it's frustrating and difficult and stressful. And I just need a day and a half to myself to get certain parts of the process done. So if I open up my calendar and look at it and go, okay, this weekend, 5 weeks out from now, I'm going to stay overnight at an Airbnb, or I'm going to go to my sister's house, or I'm even just going to spend the entire day in the library.
Yeah.
All right. And like, we're going to plan it ahead with the family so that they all know and we've got everything covered. And that's also something that I can look forward to. And I know that, okay, in a week and a half, I get to have that whole day to myself.
Bookstores with toys. My daughter loves going to Barnes & Noble because they have a toy section bigger than the kids' book section, which honestly I find kind of annoying, except for when I need to get something done, because she will literally just roam the aisles of the toy section playing with every toy. I guess be cautious because of COVID right now, and sanitize and make sure your kid doesn't touch their face a bunch. But it is a great way to keep her busy for an hour when I'm somewhere that I can like kind of focus.
Right. As long as the establishment is friendly towards that. Tracy Grant, in our interview with her, was talking about taking her daughter when she was real little to Pottery Barn Kids, where they had like all their expensive stuff that they were selling that kids could play with, and she would stand there with her computer on like a display dresser writing while her daughter was like playing with the stuff in this expensive store.
It's genius.
So if they're amenable to that kind of thing.
Parks, playgrounds, pools, or splash pads. So I actually don't really get any writing done, but I do so much when my daughter is at the playground. I read craft books, I listen to craft books, I take notes on stories, I can read for people like my critique partners during that time. And my daughter gets to play and she absolutely loves it. And I, for the most part, can I need to look up every few minutes and make sure she's there, but you can get a lot done. I know sometimes it's really hard to find her. She's fast. Having a fenced yard is really helpful. And obviously that's not like a small expense, but when you can just leave the back door open and let your kids go wild while you write in the kitchen or wherever, that can be really helpful too.
Yeah. So if you're a writer and you're looking at moving with your family, you may, fenced yards are not just for dogs and kids. So childcare, obviously this costs money, but in a pinch, it can make a huge difference. It can buy you the time to break through a certain part of the process that's holding you up, or, get something done by deadline.
If you have another friend who is a mom and a writer, you can take turns.
Mhm.
Or this is supposed to be a separate bullet point, but it goes hand in hand. You can work out an exchange with your spouse. Some of my friends, they are not writers, but they both need a little bit of time alone every day. Or I'm sorry, like once a week on the weekends. So the dad takes the children for like 3 hours on Saturday mornings, and then they swap and the mom takes them for 3 hours. So they get like a 3 hour time block
Yeah,
every weekend to
yeah,
themselves, which sounds really wonderful.
yeah. So plan ahead. The thing with mom, writer, family, work, life, I mean, I have two teenagers and a full-time job. If I don't plan things out, then every minute of my time, every day of every week is taken. And if I don't have it on my calendar, like I'm going to do this, then it doesn't happen. And I'm like trying to squeeze writing into these tiny little crevices in my life, which is what I'm doing right now. And it's got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be really hard, but planning it like it's any other important thing in your life makes a big difference. I think that's all we've got for you. Find us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.